Multiplying polynomials. We're going to focus mainly on two binomials. What that is, that's two terms multiplied by two terms. And all this really is the distributive property. You may know it as the full method. So let's just do a couple of examples. First off, on this example, notice that you can't add anything inside the parentheses because there are no like terms. You can't add a letter to a number, but you can multiply them together. So the first thing you might want to do is take that x and times it by x plus 3. In other words, if I were to cover that up, that's what you would have. And if I were to cover this up, see that? You would have this. So in other words, it's something but the distributive property twice. So you can take the x times the x, which is x squared, and x times the 3, which is 3x. And this is a positive, so I don't have to worry about the signs too much. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now if you want to see every little bitty step, I will show that to you. I'm taking x times x plus x times 3 plus 2 times x plus 2 times 3. Then x times x is x squared. 3 times x times 3 is 3x. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 3 is 6. Now you have like terms. We combine those together. 3x plus 2x is 5x plus 6. Now there's also something called the full method. Now I'm going to explain that to you with this, because I need a little bit more space. Now when you do the full method, you're doing the x times the x again, and those are called the first terms in both parentheses. And then O, see, this is called first, outer, inner, last. It's just a nice way to keep everything and keep straight to what you've already multiplied. So x times x are the first in the parentheses. Now if you look at the x and the 3, they're the outers because they're on the outside edge if you look at it as one big item. And then if you look at it as one big item, the 2 and the x are on the inside, so that's your insides. And then if you look at them as separate parentheses, you see the 2 and the 3 are come last in each. That's how you get the full method. Let me show you something else, just because I think it's kind of fun. Someone years ago showed me how she was taught. So I'm going to show you what she showed me. You see these? Do you see a face in there? Do you see it? What do you think about that? Just share it with you if you want to see the eyebrows, and then the mouth and the nose, or the mouth and the chin. However you want to look at it. See that? So let's do the full method over here, or double distribute, however you want to do it. I like to just do, you can call it whatever you want to. Just make sure you take the 2x times each of these. 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times, and that's a negative 5. Make sure you include that sign. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And then we have 3 times x and 3 times negative 5. 3 times x, and that's a positive 3x. And then positive 3 times the negative 5 is the negative 15. And then you combine like terms. These two are like terms. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7x minus 15. Sometimes the fewer the steps you have, the easier it is, and the better that it is. Now we do have special products. I'm going to do these because people tend to miss these quite a bit. Do not do shortcuts. There is a pattern. If you want to memorize the pattern, I don't really recommend it because it's easy to forget. Here's the way I prefer to demonstrate it. This exponent 2 means that there's 2 parentheses because the 2 is on the parentheses. And what's inside goes inside both of them, x plus 5. So now you multiply the x times everything over there, and x times x is x squared, and x times 5 is 5x. Then take the 5 times everything over there. 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 5 is 25. Then combine like terms, x squared plus 10x plus 25. Most people, when they miss it, they leave out this middle term. See how? I'm not going to tell you how because I don't want you to, well, I will tell you. They think that each one of these is just squared, and that's not how it works. There's no exponent rule that says you can do that. You can write it like this or memorize the pattern. But I'm going to write them out twice. 2x minus 7, 2x minus 7. If it were a cube, I would write it out 3 times. But thankfully, it's not a cube. We're going to focus on squares. We're going to take 2x times each one of those. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 7, I don't see that as a minus, I see it as a subtraction. It's negative 14x. And then negative 7 times 2x, negative 7 times negative 7. Did you catch what I said? I said negative 7 times 2x. That's negative 14x. Negative 7 times negative 7 is a positive 49. Always watch your signs. Combine like terms. These are both negative. Negative 14x, negative 14x is negative 28x. And then the plus 49. Watch the signs at all times. Cannot stress the importance of that.